question today, you guys. What does it take to be a good leader? I believe, in all three of these scenarios, whether it was Moses with Pharaoh or Abigail with King David or Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego with King Nebuchadnezzar in the fiery furnace, these are people that were willing to do the hard thing. They were willing to step up when the world was against them, or a lot of times even their inner circles were against them in the case of Abigail and Nabal, So my challenge or my question for you today is, how is God calling you to lead? Are you listening? Are you ready? A little nudge at your heart, a little pull here or there. Listen to that. Be ready to act on that, right? I can tell you this, with all three of these stories, they relate to me in a personal way, which is why I picked them. Number one, I didn't want to. A lot of you may not know this. I am normally a back row church kind of guy. For those of you in the back row and I can't see you, that's me, back there, listening to music. I don't even pat my hand on beat all the time. I'm back there flopping around, just hoping God knows my heart, singing and worshiping. But it's uncomfortable. It's unfamiliar to somehow move this direction. And yet what happened is one day Matt says, hey, Mo, would you be willing to share your story? Hey, will you help me speak a little bit here or there? And I prayed about it, and I just felt like God was pushing me to get more involved in Followers Church in any way. It wasn't about what I wanted to do. It's about how can God utilize me. Now, I don't know if maybe it's a Moses thing, like us Moseses. We fight with God the most, and so he teaches me the worst lesson by putting the lights on me. So don't argue when God's nudging your heart, right? Just listen. But seriously, whatever it is that God's going to call you to do, I'll tell you this. It was that third point. It's going to take some big, bold faith, because we've got a big, bold, audacious God, and he's not going to call you into something small. So it should feel uncomfortable. It should push you out of your comfort zone. That's when you know you're in the right place. Matt uses this phrase, and I absolutely love it. It has stuck with me. Rest in the chaos. Rest in the chaos. Man, when you're in the midst of craziness going on, you can just rest knowing God's got you. And he's probably got you right where he wants you. Be ready to be used by him in that moment. Now, I have 4 children, for those of you that don't know. All of them have different talents, personalities. I'll tell you this. My daughter, she's not going to win you a Fortnite tournament. Don't bet on it. My oldest son, you don't want him to bake you anything. Nothing, not even a Hot Pocket. He can't do it, right? I don't know why. So my point in that is that maybe it's not preaching. Maybe it's serving in the kids ministry. Maybe it's you have a gift to be up here on stage with the worship team, and you've been feeling this pull to get up and get your worship on. Maybe it's opening up your house, or your home to a life group. Or maybe it's just getting your butt here to church on a Sunday morning consistently so that your family can see you take some ownership of your faith and lead them how God's called us to lead. I don't know. But whatever it is that God's calling you towards, I just would challenge you to act on that. So I recently heard this new song called One Awkward Moment. I'm not going to sing it for you, don't worry, but I'm going to share a couple of words because I really felt that it resonated for me. Here's the lyrics. One word, one hand. Tell me, is that too high a price? One awkward moment could be the one that saves a life. Your hurt, your scars, God will use to open up their eyes. One awkward moment, you'll see the gospel come alive. Now, I don't know about you, but Satan does an awfully good job of trying to get in my head about why it shouldn't be me. I don't have the words. I'm going to fumble. I'm going to this. God, I'm not equipped. And you know what? I need to have less of the Moses mentality, if you will. Go, guys, God's slapping you, just like he slapped me. Say, who made those lips? Who's there with you? If I want someone to hear something and I'm going to use you, then they're going to hear it. And if I want you to say something, then you're going to say it. It's such a peaceful spot to be in when you realize this isn't about me.